May I now open up the floor for questions? Do pick up a mic in your hand, spell out your name, address the question to a particular panelist if possible, and give it loudly. Somebody in the center here? Yeah.
Hi, my name is Dennis Liam from Kausar in Saudi Arabia. My question is open to the entire panel, and I think the discussion of increasing infrastructure and technology in education in India is quite important. But in light of growing infrastructure and growing technology, how do you, the panelists, see the future of security? For example, this last month in Pakistan, we had the huge attack on their grid. And so how does the panel see security going forward in terms of growing energy here in India?
Do you want to say on your upstream assets, how do you manage securities? And then I'll pass the question to others.
See, as far as the asset security is concerned, the government of India is providing this. I mean, for NOCs, national oil companies, etc., they're spending on their own, but in this new regime, when production sharing contracts are there, the private companies are not interested in spending on security because they think that since they are paying the taxes and all that, providing security is the duty of the sovereign. But I mean, all said and done, I mean, since this is a sensitive issue, I can only say that enough security is being provided to our assets, and especially offshore assets are exposed to more threats and all that. They are more vulnerable, and enough security is being provided. A lot of money is being spent. Government has gone to the extent that any expenditure which is made on this will be considered as petroleum operation cost, and this can be deductible from the cost, and then the profit petroleum can be worked out accordingly. So enough money is being spent on that, not only on detection of any intrusion, also for providing sort of deterrence for that.
Enough is never enough on security subjects, but if I may add to Mr. Vasudeva's articulation on physical security, even the cyber security and other security measures is something, if I go by my practices contribution in cyber security in PwC, we see it's a silent movement that's happening across the corporates. They're more worried about it. The spend is increasing substantially. The number of professionals from professional organizations like us who work on this subject is swelling, not just growing, it's just swelling. And given that, we should be comfortable, but I acknowledge your concern and I can always say enough is never enough. We'll keep moving on it. Any other questions? One on my left-hand side here.
Hello, I'm A.K. Malik, working in ONGC in Hazira plant. We have not many concern that our gas and condensate recently has gone down from 46 to 36. Naturally, the VAP production has gone down, and we have been hearing a lot from recent Daman project. So I like to know what is happening in that.
The question relates to ONGC, and it is not right for me to speak since I am not in ONGC anymore. And but I can tell you from the time that, I mean, yes, what you're talking about, gas production which was being handled at Hazira was 46, and that time itself we had seen all this marginal fields which were there, and Daman of course is a big distinct component there. Considering all that, one additional unit was installed there. So the capacity of Hazira now to handle gas has gone to up to about 52 million cubic meters.
Yeah, yes.
So Daman project, as I read from the newspaper, is already on stream, and Daman will be coming. Only thing is that Daman earlier was supposed to go separately to Mahim, etc. Now ONGC is taking over the facilities of the joint venture Panna Mukta and Tapti. Since Tapti, the extension is not, the PSC extension is not going to go. And the facilities which are already cost recovered, etc., our government property are being handed over to ONGC. So ONGC will use that and bring that gas to Hazira, etc. So that's how the gas will be supplemented, and you will not have any starving of gas.
So what is the prospect of the project?
See, as far as prospect is concerned, again, I mean, I'm just speaking from my memory of perspective plan, when we had made this perspective plan. The gas production is going to increase from a level of about 65 million cubic meters to at least 100 million cubic meters when this both Daman in this side and we are 98 by 2 and then East Coast come. Potential is in fact more. Internally, there was a feeling that we can go up to about 125 million cubic meters. But considering the seasonal decline and unpredictability of reservoirs, the way we have read more recently, we were conservative in giving a figure of 100 million cubic meters. So that is a big jump, quantum jump from a present level of 65 million cubic meters of gas production of ONGC.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
We have precisely 3 minutes left for the session. Happy to take one more question and then conclude. Right.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is C.M. Shastri. I am a professor in EMBA Business School. So I must compliment all the panelists for the excellent exposition of the institute at hand. So, see, in the 70s, when we were all in the college at that time, there is a Club of Rome. So the Club of Rome, they say that the resources are finite. We are going to exhaust by at least by 2000. It is an alarming situation. Now, right now, we have seen the last 1 hour. They say that oil can be there, it can be again discovered. There is no problem for the resource as such. In this scenario, the renewable energy like solar and other things which are contemplated. So, see, in a developing country like India, see, we have more pressing demands like roti, kapra, and makan. So where are the resources coming for investing again in solar energy and other things? Vis-a-vis the already existing resources, they can be there for 2050, 2060 and onwards. So my question is addressed to Mr. Narayan.
When you were planning for an energy plan for a country, we need to see what are the main strengths what we have, and then we need to depend more on that rather than, although hydrocarbons exist outside India, but not for free, it has to be for a cost. So the issue is, for example, you can see in Iceland, once upon a time in 1970, they have to import oil from States and Europe for their own needs. And one fine morning, Assembly has taken a decision, we have a lot of geothermal available, and why don't we use this? And it's pollution free. With a strong decision of that particular decision for the whole country, the entire scenario changes, and then now 70 to 80% of the energy needs for Iceland is coming from geothermal. See, in a similar way, for India, when we are planning, there are many fuels available outside the country, sure, but this always makes India depend upon others, because in a geopolitical they can always sometimes they can twist our arm because you are dependent upon me. So we need to see what are the resources available and what best way you can do it, and then we have a huge technical manpower. Where are they? Where are the jobs? See, like I remember in the history, when there was a drought in Hyderabad, somewhere some decision has been taken, let us construct a big monument so that jobs will be created. See, in such a way that solar energy is an opportunity, major opportunity for India, and also solar, wind and biomass. So we need to see that if you want to, previously power means we depend upon government. Here it's an opportunity, you generate yourself. So you can do it yourself in a way. So that type of opportunity, if you focus now and then stop or reduce the renewable, non-renewable fuels and focus more on renewable, like what Scotland and the Philippines has taken decision, then we have a very good future.
I have one question to ask, sir. You're right in the back. Can I ask a question, please? Yeah. Right. The question is to Mr. Dr. Armstrong. I have heard a wonderful speech from you before, and this is the second time, perhaps. All I wanted to know, on a lighter note, are you related to Neil Armstrong by any chance? Whom I heard when he landed in the moon. And the second question is, since it is a conference on petrol and coal, how far has India gone as far as TAPI and IPI agreements are concerned? Will it be materializing soon, or it will take another 20 years?
So I'm going to answer on behalf of Professor Armstrong. He is not related to Neil Armstrong, am I right? Wow! We are the 6 cousins. But on the second one, I don't think anybody in this house will have any update on this. We are aware that investors for these pipelines were appealed to walk in, and yet we haven't found an investor. So that's a very quick answer for shortage of time, but offline I'm happy to spend some time with you and give an update. Thank you very much. Round of applause for a fantastic speaker panelists. I thank organizers for opportunity given to me and others. I'm handing over back to the organizers. Thank you very much.